And certainly in our side of the world, is including in the South China Sea, we welcome India's presence. I cannot overstate it. The Philippines is an advocate of that. India also, and India has shown great not just resolve, but also displayed and demonstrated how it can be a positive influence, responsible actor, and even first responder in the maritime sphere. And that we see in the Arabian Sea, in the Arabian Gulf, or in waters closer to the Horn of Africa, securing the patrols there, rescuing not fishermen, seafarers, including ours actually, for which we are very appreciative. And certainly in our side of the world, is including in the South China Sea, we welcome India's presence. India has with the Philippines engaged already in maritime cooperative activities, joint maneuvers, Navy, even our Coast Guards. And the presence of India with its growing weight as a rising power, but not just a power, but a positive, responsible power, is something that's very welcome in an area, in a sphere, the maritime sphere specifically, where we want to see actions that are only and always based on the rule of law and are adherent to international law, including UNCLOS. So it's good to have India there, very manifestly and concretely demonstrating not just the words that it utters, but also by its actions, showing that it's ready to play a positive role in the maritime sphere. As you said, India-Philippines relations just hitting such high points of late, especially over the past 3 years. Our trade hit the 3 billion mark first time in 2023, and now we're already approaching the 4 billion mark. President Marcos was here. We did the BRAHMOS. So just so many high points. So now we're looking forward to what's the next high point, and there are of course many, but I think our immediate goal in the strategic partnership declaration is to impart a qualitative and strategic. And I think this calls for the exploration of new areas of convergence. And for me personally, I would like to see the Philippines and India leverage more our developing and expanding capacities in technology, especially in the electric vehicles industry. The Philippines is one of the top. We have one of the highest global reserves of nickel, for instance, and in nickel laterite deposits, you would have some cobalt in it as well. So this is very ideal for electric vehicles, for EVs, for EV batteries, and I think the complementarity there is India has processing capability, and we would like to see, and the Philippines has the raw material. And in the Philippines, we want to go up the value chain when it comes to nickel ore, producing higher value versions of that. So that's one of many areas that I see. Higher value electronics also. The Philippines has, for maybe at least 50 years, been part of the global semiconductor, a major player in the semiconductor circuit, if I may call it that. Although we've been specializing in the downstream sectors of the ecosystem, and now that India is also developing its semiconductor project, there may be spaces for complementation there. So I think. Aside from the usual areas of agriculture, raw materials, it's high time that the two countries also begin setting their sights on higher value added, higher technology fields. So the Philippines, we as chairman of ASEAN, we have chosen the theme navigating our future together. I mean, just to highlight the fact that we're all in this, together, and we share the same fate. Whatever geopolitical factors come to bear on our realities. Ultimately, we have to solve them as well. And so, under this theme, the Philippines has identified three priorities. So we call them peace and security anchors. The other one is prosperity corridors. Then the next one is people empowerment. And that reflects the pillars of ASEAN, no? Political security, the economic integration, the economy, and all the socio-cultural pillars of ASEAN. But I think in practical terms, this means supporting economic integration, digital transformation for our MSMEs, supporting supply chain resilience, and especially, given the current crisis in West Asia, energy and even food security. And we believe that our chairmanship is assiduously promoting this, and we believe that India has a very important role to play when it comes to achieving this purpose. I mean, India has always supported ASEAN centrality. We have a convergence of views in our views on the Indo-Pacific, the IPOI and the ASEAN outlook. India supports the ASEAN Master Plan on connectivity. We have an ASEAN-India Plan of Action, and so I think as we enter the halfway mark of our term, I believe that and we've hosted ASEAN summits and now the ASEAN foreign ministers meetings and related meetings. I believe that we're making some progress with our priorities, and we look forward to the next 6 months delivering as much as we can on this.